Hi friends, I'm Lunara and today's video will feature some quick tips and tricks on how every strategist in the hit FPS shooter Marvel Rivals works. It'll be quick, easy tips that even people who's never played the game can get. I hope you enjoy this video. First up, we have Loki. So Loki has 4 different abilities. One is his clones, and the positioning for the clones matters a lot. You want to make sure that you're able to put it in a place where you can use your cooldowns effectively. And then when you use your ultimate, you're gonna want to copy someone, mostly the healers, to keep your team alive. That way, you guys can have effective team fights and higher potential for winning. Very good to use because you can copy a hero. You can use their abilities. There's a cooldown on the top of the thing right there. And when it's lowered, it resets when you use your ultimate. So that way you could be even more effective and use everyone's abilities correctly. Up next, we have Adam Warlock. So Adam Warlock has 2 heals, and as well as soul binding, which also keeps the team alive. But he's mainly used for quick burst heals to keep your team alive, and you need really good aim to keep enemies on their toes. Since you are the DPS healer, you want to make sure you're consistently hitting your shots with Adam Warlock. And then when his ult is a resurrect, so you want to make sure you use it in a safe position and you double heal, especially when you res your tanks. The third strategist we're going to talk about is Luna Snow. Always Snowflake your support, your DPS that is flanking, or anyone that's in the sky. That way when you heal, it heals them both. See, I'm not even touching the one with the snowflake and is keeping them alive. But you want to make sure if they're super low that you want to throw some heals their way too. Luna requires aim as well, really good aim. And your clap pierces through people, so it heals both of them at the same time. Now her ult is very effective against ultimates that team kill and team wipe. So you want to use it whenever a Punisher or a Hela, maybe a bulky ult, to keep your whole team alive. With Rocket Raccoon, you want to make sure that you have his beacon in a great position away from the enemy team, and make sure that you drop it in a place where your teammates can get armor at all times. Now, my teammate just died and got rest. His heal output is very good, but the heal's slow, like it's a slow process. So you want to make sure you're spamming his heals when you're gonna use your weapon to shoot, I use it personally for group walls or like a shield or whatever, but I mainly just heal. Now, with Invisible Woman, you can heal multiple people with your shield. And her shooting does pierce. So you can just shoot two people at the same time and whatnot. Her ultimate is really good for when your team is low. And they can't really die in here unless it's to like a Scarlet ultimate or Magneto or something like that. So make sure you coordinate with your other healers to let them know that you're going to use your ult. My girl Mantis, she is high risk, high reward. With Mantis, you can either damage boost yourself or damage boost a teammate. To get maximum potential, you want to damage boost your highest like DPS, you know, the one that does the most damage, a magic, maybe a Scarlet, Punisher and stuff like that. But you also want to have great aim. So you want to make sure you can also damage boost yourself if you do not trust your support, your DPS. And always hit headshots. This cutie patootie Jeff, he is such a phenomenal boy. He can pierce heal, and he can do it from really far too. Basically across the map. You can be across the map. You can heal your flankers, being with your tanks. You can heal your tanks from spawn if you have a view on them. But his biggest potential is his bubbles. Now, his bubbles speed you up as well as heal you. He heals your teammates. So let me make sure they got low. Keeps your teammates alive. At maximum health. If you're trying to keep the team contested away from the point, you just and then get them as far away from the point as humanly possible, and you probably win it if it's on overtime. So last but not least, my favorite healer of them all, Cloak and Dagger. Now with Cloak and Dagger, you pierce heal. So you see the little aura on the bottom? You heal one person, you heal anyone around that blue aura. Now, if you want your team to not die, you can use your little cloak thing to, negate their damage for a few seconds. And if you have the timing right, it stops Iron Man ult, a Magneto ult, it stops Pure Chaos from Scarlet. Pretty much anything that will try to directly hit you, it will definitely stop it. For like a Punisher ult or like some of the other ults that last for a long time, it won't work too hard on, like too long on those. You can cloak away, but your team is gonna have to book it afterwards. So, make sure to communicate. As a strategist, any strategist, that is my number one piece of advice. Always communicate with your team. That's why I do not solo queue. I like to queue with my friends, and we communicate with each other. Hey, I'm gonna ult, you ult next, or hey, let's combo and stuff like that. Don't be ashamed of playing with your friends because this is a team-based game. Thank you guys so much for listening to my strategist setup. And there you have it, friends. That is my simple yet effective tutorial on how to play the strategist, how to use certain abilities, and make sure you have a really good positioning as well. That's very important when it comes to playing any role in this game. Teamwork makes the dream work. I hope you guys become rivals with me, as I love the game. I have so many hours on it. I'm practically Lord on every strategist. If you guys have any questions at all on specific heals or what's good for what, always hit me up. Your girl Lunara here. I love you all. Thank you so much for choosing me in Respawn Recruits. I love you all. Thank you.